live stream. Today is Wednesday. Oh my gosh, it's Wednesday already. Or is it Tuesday? Oh my gosh, I got my days mixed up. Well, welcome to the live stream. And this is my latest baby, Gracie May. And let me shut off the sound to my phone, or else we're going to have ringing and all kinds of alarms going off. Welcome back. Welcome. We are back from the Kansas Doll Show. It has been an amazing week. Very busy. I do apologize for not getting the entire show floor like I wanted to, but it was just so super busy. So I will work on the video montage of the Kansas Doll Show, the trip and everything. And so, yeah. So it is now currently 1:21 p.m. Cleveland, Ohio. So we're just going to get Gracie May here. Just want to show you what she looks like because I will be, you know me, I will be taking her apart. Yes. I'm not going to do it on camera though, but I'm going to take her outfit off so you can see her beautiful skin tone. Hello, Paula. How are you doing? Good to see you. How are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Alrighty. So we're just going to take her outfit off and I will be getting her ready for surgery, which I'll do tomorrow. I started to prep a kit today in preparation for the first layer. I'm working on a custom of Alessandro by Cassie Ann Love. So I'm starting off with a custom. And yeah, I'll be working throughout the year on the next year's show, babies. So how you been, Paula? Good to see you. Doing good? That's good. Awesome. Look at those little details. Of course, I have two more Gracie Mays. I have two more. She still has her little tag from the Kansas Doll Show. Oh my goodness. Because I had her at my table with me. You think she's adorable? Thank you. I do believe, I'm not 100% sure, it's Picket Fence Nursery, White Picket Fence Nursery. Rachel something that reborn her. I will have to check my papers to make sure it is the correct artist. But look at her painting. It's just beautiful. Beautiful. Hey, Hannah. How are you doing? Good to see you. How's it going? Hi. I see you. Nope, they all sold. I am happy to report all 6 babies have sold. I'm so excited. Hello to Ellie. Good to see you. Look at her. Oh my goodness. I haven't even seen what kind of diaper she put on her. Her name, of course, is Grace. Thank you again for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. Good to see you. Let's see what kind of diaper she added to the baby because I didn't get too good of a look. Ooh, Pampers. All right. But tomorrow sometime I may re-weight her. She is bottom heavy because she has glass beads in her and I don't care for glass beads in the torso part of the doll. So you know me. If you know me, I like my babies with a little bit lighter. I like lighter babies. You want Odessa? Awesome. Let's see. Not sure what you mean there, Mr. D. But yes, this is very, I'm so excited. I saw her, look at her rooting. Hopefully the camera is going to concentrate on the rooting. It's not going to. There it goes. Her rooting is beautiful. But not when it's blurry. But I saw her, Oh my goodness. So the thumbnail, if you see the thumbnail, that's when I saw her on display at another vendor's table. Actually, she was being sold as a secondary reborn, so she was just downgrading her collection, and she was selling this little one, and the artist actually just was actually a row over. So yeah, good to see everybody. Yes, John 3:16. Amen to that. Yes, yes, yes. Amen, amen. So I want to thank everyone who was patient with me. I haven't looked back on the live stream that I did of the show floor. I do apologize. I do apologize for cutting off there. I thought they were announcing something and I had to get off right away. So I do apologize for that. But her work is amazing, 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 amazing. We'll do many more videos with her, many changing videos with her. Look at her feet. So detailed. No, this is not a toy. Good question. Not a toy at all. This is a collectible. This is a work of art. It is a collectible. So these are reborn art dolls. Yeah, these are basically art dolls. They're also known as reborn dolls. And this one I just happened to get at the Kansas Doll Show. She stole my heart as soon as I got done setting up my table. Oh my goodness. I fell in love with her. So, yes. Let's see. Did you see who won the baby raffle? Who won your... Yes, I did. I will be posting that video. I do have that on video. I will be posting it in the video montage. And if you are friends with me on Facebook, I will be posting I will be posting on there of all the photos that I have taken out of the videos and other pictures that I have gathered. So it's taken me a little bit to gather all the photos. So if you are friends with me on Facebook, I will get those up. I'm just gathering all of the pictures from the show. Look at this, 2025 Kansas. I don't know why my camera... Isn't that something? So that is her little bracelet that she has worn. Welcome, welcome. If you're just scrolling in, I am Jen Len of Creative Newborns. I've been making reborns just like these for 21 years now. And I just got back from the Kansas Doll Show. And this is our latest addition to the collection. She is reborn number 22. So now, currently, I have 22 reborn dolls. Yes, I do. I do have ethnic babies right here. I have, and by the way, I did get this kit. This is a very, very sold out, hard to find kit. This is Delilah, and I kept her name as Delilah, but very, very hard to find kit, and I did find her at the Kansas Doll Show. And we have Chloe here. We have Chloe here as well. We have the baby that I've made. This is Isaiah. I will be making an ethnic baby for next year's show. So I have plenty, plenty of doll kits. I did buy, there is Victor way back there. I bought plenty of kits, authentic older kits that were kind of on the cheaper side so I can practice my ethnic painting before I go ahead and jump on in and paint a doll. Let's see. Nope, just a reborn art doll. This is an art doll. Thank you. Is it Kiki? Thank you. This is a reborn art doll. In case you haven't seen one before, they're known as reborn dolls as well. She is beautifully painted. Oh my goodness, I love these colors. These are the colors that I absolutely love, and her hair was meticulously rooted. Just beautifully rooted. So pretty much fooled everybody at the airport coming home with her because I ran out of room in my luggage and I was carrying her throughout the whole travel time home and everybody thought she was real. Now let's see. Let's see. Change her diaper. Well, I'm not going to change her diaper on camera. I'll be doing that when I Take her apart. Yes, I'm going to do that, of course, off camera. I'm going to take her apart and I'm going to reweight her because she's a little on the heavy side for me, and I want her a little bit lighter, and I like to change their weighting to my liking. But she's gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Her weighting is actually, see if you guys can see her floppiness. She's a little on the heavy side for me, but she's still just so incredibly beautiful. Those who know me well know that I am very particular about my weighting. Thank you again for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Can you get one? Not for free. No, you can get one. They're available on reborns.com. Or if you go to the Kansas Doll Show site on Facebook, there should be some listings now there of some reborns who haven't sold from other vendors. But I am very happy to say that all of my babies have sold. And so I have about 2 customs to do, and then I'll be working on the next year's show. Next year's theme is the circus. It's going to be a circus. Like, it's called Beautiful Babies Under the, I forgot what it was called, but it's going to be really cute. Let's see. How much does it cost? They cost money. So these dolls cost over, they can cost like $1,500. Mine in general are $775. This doll here is definitely worth over $1,000. Definitely worth over that. I'm going to guess she's about 7 pounds. Yeah, I'm going to guess that she is about 7 pounds. She's pretty heavy. So I like my babies a little bit lighter, around 5 pounds, 4.5 pounds. That's about what I like my reborns. HM says, heck nah. Yeah, I do realize that reborns are not for everyone, and that's why I'm here. To say that these are therapy babies. These are wonderful for therapy, and we do realize that, and I do appreciate your honest opinion. As long as it's respectful, you have a say if you like them, yay or no, yay or nay. No, you cannot give it a bath or put it in the shower. No, you will ruin it. It will be ruined. Yeah, you cannot put these in a bathtub. You can a silicone doll, but it's not good for a silicone doll either. I do have a video on here on how to care for your reborn and how to clean them. We will do a live stream sometime on cleaning reborns, and I will do them live on camera, cleaning some of my reborns here because they're probably due for a dusting. It's basically like a light dusting with a very, very, very lightly damped cloth, and I dust them off and clean them up a bit. But you never, ever, ever want to submerge your babies, excuse me, into water. Let's see. Is the face stuck in that position? Yes, it is. It is a sculpt. It is sculpted to, yes, it does not move its face. No. To be honest with you, if I had a doll that moved its face, and they do have now AI robot dolls, and hopefully they won't come into the reborn world, I think that would be a bit too much in my opinion. If they had the dolls that make the faces, that can open and close their eyes, I think that's just too much. That's too much for me. This is just considered a sculpt. Let's see. How does it feel to touch? I want to know the skin. Oh, good question. So I'm not sure if she's matted with the Genesis, or I think it's Irresistibles. I think it was Irresistible. She has wonderful, wonderful skin texture. I really wish that the camera can pick it up. But, yep, 22. She makes 22, reborn number 22. I wish I can show you on camera. I don't think it's going to really focus in. Maybe it will. But she definitely has some texture, and she has milia on her nose as well, which is baby acne. Thank you again for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. Nancy, I do appreciate your honest opinion. It can be weird looking to some people. I do appreciate your honest opinion. But to us dolly lovers, we love them. We absolutely love them, and they're therapy babies. So these are used for therapy. The ones that are on the lower end are basically used more for dementia patients and children, younger people. This one right here is a high-end Reborn, which means it has all of the layers of painting, has meticulously rooted hair. So these tend to be more expensive, and these basically are displayed as art pieces. And you can hold them, gently hold them. We do not play with these dolls. They're very expensive art pieces. Yep, grumpy since she was born. Yeah, she's a little bit grumpy. She's got that newborn sprawl look to her. She's just got her hands all sprawled out. Yeah. Yes, it does. It's not human hair though, but it's alpaca hair. So it mimics, let's see if I have a brush. It mimics newborn hair, human hair. But you can see how it's really nice hair, really nice hair. And I got to find me some mohair like this, because the kind that I have is usually pretty fly away. But that's her hair. It's really, really nice and soft. And she's got very, very delicate eyelashes. She even has a little bit of a scratch on her cheek, because she knows some newborns, they scratch up their faces if you don't put scratch mittens on them. Hey, you need to be respectful in my chat here, or don't comment at all. Just scroll on. If you're going to be swearing in my chat, just leave. We really don't need your negativity like that. I do appreciate if you do not like these dolls. That is totally fine, totally fine. But you do not need to be very disgusting in my chat. Thank you. Mind blown. This looks nothing like a fake. You could. Yes, you can. Yeah, but we don't want to use them as pranks. That wouldn't be good. No, we don't use them as pranks. We love collecting them. We do like collecting them because of the realism, and it's just a piece of art, and they look so real. Let me get rid of this person. That is a disgusting comment. Bye. Whoops. Okay, let's see. That's a doll, though. He was just pooping. Yeah, they can look that way. It looks like she was just born and she's cranky and she's got that scrunched up face. That is what Laura Lee Eagles was going for the newborn, just born newborn look with the scrunched up face and the startled reflex. Yeah, the startled reflex. That's okay. Sorry, Jen didn't see it. Sorry. I mean, you could say you don't like the dolls and you can call them creepy, but when you become extremely vulgar, then you need to get out of my chat. Awesome job, though. Thank you. Is it Cyrus? Thank you. It's totally okay if they scare you. I do understand that. It's been a minute. Hey, Sarah, how you been? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, if you're just scrolling in, I am Jen Len of Creative Newborns. I've been making dolls just like this for 21 years. This is a hyper-realistic Reborn vinyl doll, art doll, that you are currently looking at. I make these myself. I personally did not Reborn make this doll. Another artist did. I did get her at the Kansas Doll Show, along with several kits from the Kansas Doll Show. I did get Delilah. It's a very rare kit now. I'm doing good. Just getting some rest and relaxation after the trip. I have to go back to work tonight. So, yeah, that's kind of a bummer. I got to go back to work tonight. It takes about anywhere from 4 to 8 to 12 weeks, depending on what is done. So if you get a doll that is very high end, like this one, and it's got rooted, like especially if it's mono rooted, it can take a while because you can see layer after layer after layer. She's got some delicate veining, very delicate veining on her. Let me see. Yep, she's got some blue and purple undertones here. And yeah, they take quite a while. And you can see her veining in her arm. So yeah. Oh, I have autism, says, sorry, just got a jump scare, but is cool and creepy looking. Yeah, that's totally okay. That's okay. I know a lot of people think they're creepy looking. It can be a jump scare. Yes, you are correct on that. Cannot get over this. I am tempted to buy one just to have a touch at the skin. The skin does feel like vinyl. It does not feel like silicone. Now, silicone does feel like real skin. The only difference with silicone, now I thought I wanted to try my hand at making silicone dolls, but my dry eye disease or syndrome or whatever it's called won't let me. Anything that has to do with powders, chemicals, anything like that will irritate my eyes. So I'd rather just be on the safe side and not work with dolls that have, chemicals and powders and stuff like that. Oh, let's see. Can we see another doll, please? Yes. These are my other dolls right here. And we have Brooklyn. She was my favorite. She's number 2 now because this one's number 1 now. We have my glasses in the way. And we have my little Paul. And then we have her outfit that we just took off there. We have baby Jesus because he played Jesus in a church. And I just kept his name as that. This one I may root. This one's from 2017. This is from another artist. I may root this one. Rosie. I think this one's Rosie by Laura Lee Eagles. Last year's Reborn. Colette Bivens was not at Kansas this year. I'm quite bummed out because I like her dolls. And she's always got reasonable prices on her dolls. So that was last year's. And then the year before was Haley. So that one's Hope. This one's Haley. I know they're all kind of just slouched over there. And then we've got these 2 here. And it's going to get darker on this side. There's my silicone baby. There she is. My 2 silicones. Let's see. Hey, Tori's Reborns. How are you? Good to see you. A lot of people hate the details of the sculpt, but I love it all. The fresh newborn details, it takes me right back to the first days after my children were born. Beautiful sculpting. Yes, I totally agree with that. Especially Laura Lee Eagles has that way of, sculpting her sculpts to look freshly born. I love the fresh born looking newborns. Thank you again for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. I love your channel, Tori. I love watching your content. You have an awesome channel. Which one is your favorite right now? She's my favorite. She is my favorite at the current moment. So I instantly, when I was setting up my table, when I got done, I just kind of took a look around the showroom and I saw her and instantly fell in love with her. I had to have her. So, do they all come alive at night? Thank goodness they don't. No, they don't. They don't come alive at night. Thank goodness. I wouldn't get any sleep if they did, right? Let's see. Oh, that's cute. Using as a baby Jesus. Using for my childhood dolls. Baby Jesus for my children for their Sunday school performances. That was about 15 years ago. Awesome. Yeah, church borrowed him for a couple of years when they did their Christmas plays. And so he played Jesus. He is an actual authentic Reborn. Original Reborn, I should say, because he's in Behringer, and back in the day, that's what we used to use in making Reborn dolls. Reborn dolls were just play dolls that were converted into, that were painted that were stripped and then painted and then weighted and to make them look even more realistic than just play dolls. So that's where Reborn came from. Now kits came out about 2004, 2005, and now we're spoiled with all these beautiful, beautiful doll kits that we, oh my goodness, get to paint and bring to life, pretty much. Cindy says every one of them is gorgeous. I've always dreamed of having one. Yes, you definitely can have one. Just save up and, you'll have one. I do know a 12-year-old who's a reborn artist. Oh my gosh. She is going to be a prototype artist. She showed me some of her work. And oh my goodness, she is just wonderful. So the money that she took from she saved her money from her reborn sales. And this is a 12-year-old. She bought a really, really nice high-end reborn doll with it, and just beautiful. Grace is beautiful. Goodbye. Thank you, KO Productions. Thank you. When she has her hand together, she looks like she's plotting some kind of evil. I know, right? Here she is like this. She's like, Love the hands. Yes. Thank you, Sarah. My Nana has a realistic baby doll, not a reborn, by the way, and they are actually super fun to play with. Yeah, they do make some realistic dolls that you can play with, like the Behringer dolls. We did see some at the Kansas show. Somebody did have Behringer dolls, but you can buy those on Amazon. Actually, you can. So that would be another suggestion. If you can't afford a reborn doll, you can. It just depends on what your price range is. You can look on reborns.com and they'll have like all different types of price ranges, what you're looking for. Another good choice is Paradise Galleries. There's Ashton Drake's. And then you can go on Amazon and get the Behringer dolls. Those are accepted in the authentic doll world. I do not recommend buying fakes because that takes away from our industry. It really does. Thank you. How long does it take to make each one of them? It can take anywhere from 4 to like 12 weeks, depending on what is done. If there's just simple, affordable reborns, which I will make one and then compare, what a low-end reborn doll versus a high-end doll looks like. So just like if you're buying a car, the more you have put into them, the more expensive it is. Let's see. You love the baby, Tiffany says. Thank you. I love her too. She is my new favorite reborn. So if you're just joining, I am Jen Land of Creative Newborns. I've been making dolls just like these for 21 years. This is my latest reborn doll, vinyl art doll from the Kansas Doll Show. And this is Gracie May, and I named her Grace. Named her Grace. Let's see. What else? I have a question. Are these randomly made, or can you send a picture to get it customized? Those are what you call portrait babies. Yes, portrait babies can be made. I no longer do them simply because it's too stressful for me. A lot of artists think the same, that it is too stressful just to try to match exactly. I don't know how the sculptors do it, sculpting certain people's real babies. But me, I would just be stressed out. So pretty much my regular customers that order dolls from me in customs, they just tell me to do your magic, do your thing, do what you see fit, and take your time. So that's the words I like to hear, and I do my best, and I make my best babies when I have the freedom, when I have that freedom. Thank you. Sarah says, love them. Thank you. Thank you. Good questions. Good questions. Let's see. Let's see. Have you got any more dolls that we can see? So I did show all the dolls. Yes, I do. I do have vintage dolls, but they're on the dark side of the room right now. We'll do a separate live stream with those. And I'll show you my creepy dolls now. Those are creepy. Now, I like those creepy dolls. They look pretty cool. The creepy dolls. Let's see. I'll be back if you're still a half hour just getting coffee. Ooh, coffee. Get me some coffee. I need coffee. But I'll be going to bed soon. So probably can spend another 30 minutes with you guys. And then I'm going to be heading off to bed because I'm back to work. It's always hard going back to work when you've been on vacation for a whole week. What do you use when coloring the skin to make it look so real? So what I use is air dry paints. They are the artist grade, so they are the golden paints. And I use brushes and makeup sponges, and I use what is it called? Crimson. I don't know the colors off the bat, but I'll show you when I'm painting. I'm going to start the painting process tomorrow on my custom, and maybe I'll go live while I'm painting and have a chat with you guys. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Thank you to the new subscribers for subscribing. Thank you. Thank you. I see you. Welcome. Welcome. Let's see. And oh, so to get the skin looking very realistic, we paint in thin, translucent layers, meaning see-through layers, and it's layer after layer after layer after layer. So this is not something that is done, just done in a minute. This is something that takes time to do, to build the layers and to build the translucent layers over each layer. You can see through, and it looks really realistic, just like you can see through my skin. You can see my veining very easy now because I'm getting older. But same with her arm. You can see she's got some veining under there, and that's like, me personally, that's like one of the first things that I do is the undertones and the veining. And that way it's underneath all of the layers, and it looks so incredibly realistic. Yes, they're not alive. They are fake babies. You are correct. These are reborn, hyper realistic art dolls. Yes, you are correct. Yeah, no more portrait babies. Yeah, I can do customs, but like not really customs. I'm gonna try to come up another name with it, not say customs, because it's really not a custom no more. Maybe a scheduled baby. I don't know. Personalized, but I don't know. I don't do customs anymore, but I have to think of a new name for what I would call them instead of custom babies because they're not customized. I mean, they can be to a point, like, certain things, but not the exact, like I want an exact certain look, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of stressful. Yeah. Hang on a second. I'm on live stream. Hang on. Okay. My husband was just leaving for work, and I was just chatting with him for a second, yelling down the stairs. I didn't want to yell in your guys' ears. Love you. I love you too. I love my people, my audience. I love my YouTubers. Let's see. I'm weirdly creeped out and impressed at the same time. Mr. Handsome, you are not wrong there. I totally appreciate your honest opinion and being respectful. You are wonderful, Mr. Handsome, for being respectful. Thank you for that. And it looks a bit scary. You are not wrong there, Jane. A lot of people do think that they are scary, and I appreciate your honest opinion. As long as you're respectful, you definitely can think they're scary or whatever. Just be respectful, and I appreciate you for that. Thank you. We have a freedom of speech here on my channel, but not the freedom to be vulgar. So just keep that in mind. Hi, my name is Kaylin. Hi, hello to Kaylin. Good to see you. Hearts for Bratz dolls. Ooh, I got some Bratz dolls myself. I do collect the Bratz dolls and the Monster High dolls too. And I need to get them some more babies. What are they called? Those little mini babies in those little balls that you open up. I need to get them some mini babies because one of them does not have a baby. Wow, I think I'm losing my mind about how real the baby looks. Thank you, OSU. Ohio, is it Ohio State University? Hello, fellow Ohioan. Yay! We are in Cleveland, Ohio. In case I didn't mention it earlier, I am located in Cleveland, Ohio, home of the fantastic Cleveland Browns. Let's see. Nah, they'll be okay. That's a good thing. You're losing your mind. That's okay. That's totally okay. Let's see. This got me thinking, will my sister be happy or sad if I gifted her a portrait baby of her baby that I wouldn't know. Crazy Inferno. I would not know. What I would do is to maybe tell her before doing it because that could definitely be something very offensive to people. These dolls can be very offensive. A lot of people are offended by these dolls. But luckily, I would say about 80 to 90% of people love these dolls and think these dolls are fantastic and they're therapeutic. But I would definitely ask her first if this is something that could help her, and then you can gift it to her. So what you could do is just don't tell her like what sculpt or anything like that. Just kind of surprise her. Just let her know, hey, maybe I'm thinking about gifting you one of these dolls, but I'm not going to tell you what sculpt it is or. So maybe you can do it that way. Because if you give somebody a reborn doll who has lost a baby, that could go very wrong, in my opinion. Yes, this one does look, you are not wrong. This one does look upset. She has that, I'm just been born, it's bright lights, like, yeah, babies have that squinty look, like they're just about to just peek their eyes open and they're just moving around and they're just been born. That's the kind of look that I envision her. By the way, Laura Lee Eagles, I did pre-order. She has an open-eyed version of this baby, so I can't wait to bring one of those babies to life. I'm so excited. It is Gracie May Awake. It's called First Sight. I think it's Gracie May First Sight, where she opens her eyes. So it is a separate sculpt and its eyes are open. So it does not close and open its eyes. The eyes are open. I do, however, think that it would be okay to have a sculpt that where they somehow could open and close their eyes. That would be pretty cool, in my opinion. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, you should ask her first. Do not gift her a doll because that could be very, very offensive and that would just make things worse. Just ask first if she's interested in one of these dolls and then you can just surprise her with the sculpt. Just surprise her with a doll that you pick out. The realism is mind-blowing though. The baby looks very realistic. Thank you, Mr. Handsome. Do you have any cleft lip ones? No, I don't. But I did hear that you can make one. Um, let's see. What is the price of one of the babies? It just depends. So my prices vary from basically dolls that, for children. They're the very, very low end. And they have very basic painting. Those are like $125. And a regular basic reborn is like $375. And my prices go all the way up to $1,500. The average being $775. So it just depends on how much work is put in a doll. Baby reborn, por favor. Yes, baby reborn. I want as a sibling doll baby in my profile picture. Let me go back to to that. Yes, that is exactly how I feel sometimes when I wake up. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at my eyes are just so grumpy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, reborns.com. Yep, 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 yep. I want to teach my baby not to hurt his siblings when he comes into the world. Yes, these are really good tool for that. These are more of the high-end reborns. Get a lower end reborn if you're getting one for your get one for your child, but I would recommend like a low end reborn. We'll make one just to show you an example of what a low end reborn doll looks like. And they can teach. You can teach your child to how to hold their sibling. But hey, if you want to get a full on art doll, let's see. Why is it throwing up gang signs? Gang signs. Yeah, that's just she's got the startle reflex is what she has. What happens? This is a reborn doll. I'm not sure what you mean. Is this real? Oh no, no, this is a hyper realistic art doll. So if you're just scrolling in, welcome to my channel. Thank you for scrolling in. I am Jen Len of Creative Newborns. I've been making reborns just like these for 21 years now. Welcome to my live stream. I am in Cleveland, Ohio. And yeah, this is the baby I got from the Kansas Dolls Show. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Yep, they're dolls. You thought it was real, scary. You were not wrong there. Yep, they can be scary. Yep. Let's see, somebody says ew. Sometimes people think they're ew, and I do appreciate your honest opinion there. Thank you for the thumbs up. I so appreciate you. Yep. And I think the artist used the irresistibles. The irresistible. Actually, this doesn't feel too bad, and I'm one of the people that are very, very particular on how a doll feels, and I think this is the irresistibles. I think this is the irresistibles matte varnish. Let's see. Do you sell them? Yes, I do. I do sell them. I do make them myself. I've been making them for 21 years, and that's what I do for a career. I do make them. Yep. Where did you learn this? Actually, I learned it online. So this is when getting online was getting pretty popular, and I learned off of Bountiful Baby and a few artists that had some tutorials on very early YouTube. So YouTube was around, I don't know when YouTube started, but back in the day, I was on YouTube in 20 and in the early 2000s, and it wasn't linked to Google yet. It was like its own thing. I'm not gonna lie, but he's cute, but a bit oofly. You're not wrong there, Annabelle. You're not wrong. Thank you for your honest opinion. I totally appreciate that. Let's see. Who fed them baby lemons? I know it looks like she just ate something that was just tasted just terrible. You know how they put, a baby first taste something. I can't wait for my grandson to try a lemon. I can imagine what his face would be. My grandson is over like 2 months old now, and he is just a chatterbox. Do you have a website? What is the why is ooh here? Ew. I do not have a website. That is because I sell most of my dolls at doll shows. And I do customs for random select people that I select to do for that have good customer service with me. So, and most of the time I meet them at the doll shows. But once in a while I have one for available online. I do plan to have maybe a couple available. This is my website, YouTube. This is my main site that because I don't sell that many reborns. I feel like I don't need a website. So I work a regular job, a full-time job, and I only have time to make not that many reborns per year. So that is why I don't have a website. But if I do have one for sale, I do come on here and let you know when one is for sale. And then I go through a whole check process and make sure who's buying the doll and they're legit. And so, yeah. And let's see, I post on Facebook and Instagram as well. Thank you. Well, she looks like she's just upset. Um, in my opinion, she actually may look like she's dying, but she looks like she's just so upset and she's got a tantrum going on. It's like she was just born, it's just that babies have that scrunched up face and everything is so bright and they're trying to open their eyes and they got that squinty little eyes. I've been making them for 21 years, then technically wouldn't be the first one you've ever made. Yes, that's true. Yep. Uh, you are correct. So I actually have my very first reborn. She was made in '04, and that was the year that my daughter was born. So I was very blessed with it. I was a stay-at-home mom, and this is what I did for an income while being a stay-at-home mom to take care of my kids. And this is what I did for a job and made actually better money then than I do now. Technically, I make because of the knockoffs are kind of killing our industry. But I made better money then than I do now. But now I do it basically for fun and whatever income. I have a certain set price that I don't cheat myself out of, the labor and the time and everything it takes to make these dolls. Um, but yeah, so welcome home, Emily. You are correct on that. She would be old enough to drink alcohol now. She's in the cabinet. So we'll take her to a bar, right? We could say, but she's technically 21 years old. Look at her birth date. Yeah. How much are they? They range anywhere from very, very, very low end, like 125 for a very, very low end, all the way up to like 1500 for a high end. So this doll would be worth about $1,500, this one here, just because this is mono rooted. It's rooted one at a time. It's not pluggy or anything. And it's layers upon layers upon layers and upon layers. Yep. Do they move? No, they do not move. This is vinyl, so it's not silicone. If she were silicone, I bet you she'd be beautiful in silicone. But if she were silicone, then yeah, her fingers would be able to move. They kind of move, but it's vinyl. Yeah, it's like a vinyl plastic, so it's not as movable as the silicone. But I like these better because they hold their shape where a lot of the silicone dolls now are made out of like the marshmallow silicone and they're very floppy. And those to me do look like they're passed away. Those honestly do, in my opinion, when they're so floppy. But when they have the armatures in them, meaning that they have a wire inside their silicone arms and legs, and you can pose them, then they look much better when they can hold their shape and not be so floppy. You don't want a doll that is like way too floppy. Good questions. Good questions. Are they for sale? No, this is my personal collection. If you haven't seen, these are my personal collection babies here. And I do promise I will set them up. I will get a system with displaying these babies better. It is embarrassing how I got them sitting here like that, but I am going to come up with something to where they will look much nicer. So I'm thinking about it. I have some ideas in mind on how I want to display my dolls to look really nice and not look like they're all hunched over and uncomfortable. And so yeah. Let's see. Any dumps today? No babies have gone poop. That's a good thing, right? That's a very good thing. They don't poop and, use real diapers. So we save a lot on diapers and we don't feed them formula. However, I'm a very controversial person over the formula because I do use real formula for a prop. and the formula is expired 7 years ago, many moons ago. So if you plan to use real formula for a prop, for a bottle, make sure it's expired. So it is expired. So I do pictures like when I do have a baby for sale. So I'll do pictures with them with a bottle, with a formula bottle, or I'll do like a video with them, with a bottle or whatnot. So yeah. Someone says, "Oh, nah, I do appreciate your honest opinion there. I know these are not for everyone. They definitely are not for everyone, but for some people, they save lives, and these are therapy babies. These are definitely therapeutical, especially for people who have dementia, people with anxiety, people with depression, and I'm one of those people that do get depressed and anxiety. Now my anxiety level has gone down way a bit person, and um, hanging out here with you guys and interacting with the babies, it does help my blood pressure. It does help people's blood pressure, so it's good for people who have that maternal instinct and love to hold newborn babies. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, it's totally okay as long as it's not very vulgar. It's okay. A lot of people have called him ooh, and that's okay. I'm not offended by that. Ooh is a good thing. Ooh is a good thing. Let's see. There, but for the grace of God, go you. You would do well. A reminder that, and never ever forget it. Thank you, Sizzle Moon Song. I like your name there. Yes, these are just wonderful. They're pieces of art, and they're, enjoyed by many doll lovers. And doll collecting has been around for a long time. Long time. Thank you. I thought it was real. You are not wrong there, Austin. A lot of people do think they're real, especially when we were at the airport coming home. A lot of people thought they were real, and a lot of people were like, "Give it as a doll." And a lot of people are like, "Oh my goodness." There was a lady on our shuttle bus on the way back to the airport parking lot. She wanted to hold the doll, but like, this was like a last minute thing. I'm like, well, not right now, but yeah, a lot of people wanted to hold the baby. And yeah, so if you're subscribed to the channel, make sure you check out the last couple live streams I have done. I did do some of the show floor. I do apologize for not getting the entire show floor. I do apologize for that. It has just been crazy busy being a vendor. Next year might be even more busier because I'm not going to be teaching a class, but I'm going to do something similar to what Yvonne Nather did years ago, and that is she did like a painting demo just for people to kind of watch, stand around and watch and ask questions and stuff. Kind of like what I'm doing right now is just kind of showing you the baby, and people are watching and asking questions. And so I'm going to be doing a live hair painting at Kansas Doll Show if that's what they want me to do. I just presented it to the owners, which is Scott and Jenny. I did just propose that idea to see if they like that idea, and they'll let me know. So they can be customs. Yes, they can be custom babies. There's a lot of artists who still do customs. I'm not one of them. I can do a custom to a point, but you can just give me a generalized idea, what color hair, and then what type of skin tone. I'm just now getting into the ethnic babies and making Hispanic skin tones, African American skin tones, and so I want to be able to offer that. And I am now able to do blonde babies. I can do hair painting for blonde babies now. And surprisingly, Quinn B was one of the first to sell. Nope, it's not silicone doll. No. Mm-mm. Don't get me wrong, it must be extremely difficult to make something like this. I acknowledge the art. Thank you, Alexander. I appreciate you. I do appreciate you. Let's see, Frozen Baby. No, no, well, maybe Frozen in Time. No, but I'm telling you, this looks like this could have been a real baby. You know what I mean? Like a portrait sculpt. It could have been a portrait sculpt, but Laura Lee Eagles captures the newborn. The newborn looks so perfectly. It's just awesome. Beautiful Gracie May. Thank you, Cece. Yeah, so her name is Grace. She is reborn number 22, I believe. We had 21 reborns, now we got 22, and we're still going to keep collecting reborns. So I was going through many of the kits that I have because I bought quite a few at Kansas. So I put together more of the what I call reborn mixes, which means they are mixed kits, which means they are not of like, they come in kits, so the arms and legs and head, they come together, right? So what I like is to mix it up where I take the, like say, I use Gracie May's head for like a cuddle baby, or I put different limbs to this face, or I may put these limbs to a different baby. So that's basically what a mixed reborn is. So I was just putting together a lot of possibilities for myself. These are just like personalized dolls that I do want to get working on for myself so that we can add to our collection as well. Let's see, what are people on about how is this encouraging? It is, no, it's not encouraging mental illness. It is mental health. So these are wonderful for mental health, for those of us who have the maternal instinct and we love to hold a piece of art. This is just artwork, guys. Don't get all upset. These are works of art. And, you know, people like myself love holding them. We don't treat them like real babies. Like 99% of us do not. I'm an artist. This is a business. I do this for a living. So I do make money off of this. So this is a business for me. And I love dolls as well. It is not mental illness, just so you know. It is mental. It helps. It definitely helps with anxiety, depression. It helps people. So just like if you were to find that trains and cars and airplanes and other collectibles, Legos, if you find those very, some people like the Barbies, if you find that those are very soothing to collect and you really love, like my husband collects action figures from Star Wars. He just got the space station, the Death Star space, actually, today, actually. People collect the action figures from Star Wars. That's not mental illness. It's something they enjoy collecting, and this is just another thing that people do collect is the reborn dolls. And people have been people have been collecting these for years. Yeah, you don't have to report it. You can just scroll on and go on to something you do like. I suggest that. Perhaps you are one that needs to seek professional help. Thank you, Sizzle Moon Song. Yeah. Um, I would suggest that you find something that you do like. You know, I appreciate you don't like them, and that is totally fine. You have free speech here, but you don't have the right to be vulgar. So, like I said, I know. CC, me too. Uh, oh no, I do not pretend that they are real. I'm not one of those 1%. Some people do. But that's their business if they're not posting it online. And if they do post it online, then you need to ignore it. You need to go on to something else because there's always going to be something. If it's not reborn dolls, it's going to be something else that you don't like. You know what I'm saying? If there's something else that you don't like, you know, you can just scroll on to something that you do like and then you can enjoy with other people who follow that. Yeah, they're used for Alzheimer's. They're used for dementia patients. They're They're used for the low end reborns, can be used for children. Those are the low end ones, or Paradise Galleries dolls. Yeah. Yep, this is a hobby that women predominantly enjoy, and for men to say such things, you know, you're not a woman, so you don't have a maternal instinct. So you'll never know. So yeah, you don't know. They call everything mental. It is so stupid, so weird that they are bullying people for enjoying something they don't understand. Yeah. So if it's something that you don't understand, I totally understand that you don't get it. And that's totally fine. If it's something that's scary, there's even women who think these are scary, and that's totally okay. I'm fine with that. I'm totally okay. It's not like, hey, you better like my dolls or else. So there are some things like I don't like certain hobbies that I don't care for. Um, let's see, Scout, it's scary how real they look. Yes, you are not wrong there. I do agree with you. They can be scary looking because they look real. I do agree with that. Yep, to be fair, there is a fine line between collecting and where it becomes hoarding. Yes, it can be a hoarding obsession. I thought about that last night as I was going through my doll kits, and I have a lot of doll kits. So I have decided where to cut it off. And then once I get in a new doll kit, I'll probably be getting rid of another one. So either donating them or selling them for real cheap. But a lot of them are go to a pile of practice, and you never, never stop learning. I've been doing this for 21 years and you never stop learning. So I have lots of authentic kits that are there for me when I need to practice on them, because it is hard to paint something like, especially with acrylic air dry paints. It's hard to paint and erase it. You say then erase it and then paint again. Erase it, then like kind of like when you draw on a board, you can erase it and then draw again. Well, they say that with some sculpts that, are for practice. You can't quite erase, in my opinion, this is just my experience, acrylic air dry paints that easily, because part of the experimentation is with letting it dry so that you can add another layer, and it only takes about 5 minutes. It takes a few minutes. That's what I love about these paints, is they dry extremely quickly and you have to work very quickly. It takes quite a bit of skill to paint with air dry paints, to make sure that you are not getting what's called water lines, and that can look horrible. So you have to work very fast. Where do you get one? Rock and Roll Mama. You can get them on reborns.com. I'm currently don't have any for sale. I sold out at the Kansas Doll Show, so I do not have any available, and I'm working on a custom right now, and I'll be working on some for the doll show for 2026. No, they can't look like dead babies if they were never alive. So if they're never alive, they can't be dead. And dead babies have gray, white skin, so when you die, the color leaves your body. So your blood pulls to the gravity, whatever way you're laying, and your skin turns white. Your lips turn blue, and that's what a dead baby looks like. There are people who make fantasy babies and zombie babies, so those look like dead babies. So those are meant to look like dead babies, but they're like the zombie vampire babies. And check out Twisted Beanstalk. She's one of those people that makes the vampire babies. So, yeah, you don't know what a dead baby looks like. You go on Google and look up pictures. I wouldn't really do that. That's disturbing. It really is disturbing. But just so you know, that's what, they look all like there's no color in them. And this baby is so full of color, so full of life. Her lips are really, really nice and pink, and she looks very lifelike. Um, yeah. Thank you, Cece. Thank you. How many have I completed? That's a very good question because I can kick myself for not keeping count. Hundreds, I imagine hundreds of reborn dolls. Been doing it 21 years, so I imagine quite a bit. I stopped at reborn 17, and that would be my, I can't, my, which one is it from? I'm trying to think of where it's from, but it's an older doll kit. It's a mixed reborn, and that was the 17th doll, and I think I stopped counting there. I wish I would have kept on going. Why do people like this? Creepy. Somebody says creepy as heck. Um, you are not wrong there. Some people are creeped out by him. That's okay. And why do people like that? Why do people like them? Because a lot of women, it's predominantly women that love collecting dolls. You know, collecting, it's not been around for centuries, been around for, it's just that they haven't been realistic like these dolls. We got technology now, we can have realistic dolls, and we enjoy them because they're works of arts. And, you know, this is someone else's artwork. I did not make this doll, someone else did. This is artwork. Let's see. Why are her fingers so long? Oh, she's just a baby that's got some long fingers. I think her fingers look really cute. They maybe look so long, they're sprawled out. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I think they're about right. Um, I could, but I choose not to. It's called custom work. I choose not to. It's too stressful for me. So this isn't my predominant job anymore. It is still my job, my career, my side gig. I do work a regular job now in the medical field. So I don't have that as much time anymore as I was when I was a stay-at-home mom. Just adopt a baby. Well, I'm older now and I had 5 real babies. They're all grown up now, and now I have a grandbaby. So I enjoy my grandson. So I don't know why people tell me or other people to adopt one. I don't understand that. I don't want to take care of another child. These sit here, so they just sit here. They're not. I don't take care of them other than keeping them clean while they're, you know, just sitting here like any knickknack. You know what I mean? A collectible. Um, I don't need another child. I do babysit my grandson from time to time. That's good enough for me. My babies are all grown up and I enjoyed them, and now it's me time and career time with making more of these babies, and I enjoy them. So it's not like I get a chance to sit there and play with them all day. I do not play with them. The most that I interact with my dolls is what you're seeing right now. Right now that I am, you know, talking to you guys and, you know, touching the doll and stuff. That is the most that I will react. So when I go offline, I turn off all the lights and I go downstairs. Then I go probably get ready for bed because I do work third shift, and I go on with my day. So you got to go. Alrighty, Paula. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all that you do. You have a great day. Thank you. So people can walk around pretending that cats and dogs, I suppose, pushing doll around pretending it's real is normal then. It's called a hobby, and yes, we do like strollers. It is part of the hobby, and we like pushing strollers. You must be a guy that don't like dolls or a girl, but just know this is something that we like to do. I do it for YouTube videos. Now, this is something, like I said, and I don't need to explain myself because it's really none of nobody's business what I do in my private time. But honestly, no, I just do it for YouTube and at the doll show because it's just easier to carry them around, which I didn't take my stroller this year, actually. But it is much easier to, when you're doing lobby time, to put your doll in a stroller, and that way you have a place to put them, to set them down. No, it's not. If you're going to argue with me, you can just leave. You can just leave. You don't understand the hobby, and you don't need to be here arguing with me. Just go ahead and scroll on to something you do enjoy, and then you'll have a better time. If you're not having a good time on my live stream, you can just go to something you do like. And I'm not going to judge you on that. If there's something that I don't like that you like, I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to call you mental illness. Why would you call a total stranger a mental illness? Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to argue no more about that. This is for the people who like Reborn dolls and enjoy them. So you can go to someone else's live stream and poo-poo there. Hey, Astrogen, what's been happening? Not hating. There are people who have adult... yes, that is a whole nother can of worms in itself, and I'm not going to touch on that subject. These are dolls, not adult dummy dolls. That's a whole nother thing, and I'm not into those. Women been collecting dolls forever. Just so you know that, it's just that these dolls are more realistic. I mean, you're never too old to play if you play with Legos. If you go to your Lego room and build your Legos and everything, that's playing. So I'm not criticizing anybody who's playing with their Legos and putting them together and stuff like that. So people go to Lego conventions. There is a toy convention, by the way. Like the toy conventions, like Barbies and Legos. So people do enjoy that of all ages. There are men who enjoy all kinds of things, like um, they enjoy cars, they enjoy planes, trains, Legos. There are hobbies that many, card collecting. You know what I mean? Let's see. No, do you remember having a child when you're not ready to raise them properly and abusing them? Yep. Releasing them to the world to be hateful, vile people. Thank you, Sizzle Moon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. You are 100% correct there. Yes, ma'am. Like you said, what you like. Yep. Uh, you have 4 of them, Julia. That is awesome that you have 4 reborns. That is just awesome. Let's see. What materials are they crafted from? So these are made of vinyl plastic, it's like a plastic, and it's called vinyl. It's like a softer type of, like more of a softer plastic. That's what they're made out of. And silicone, you are correct. They can be made of silicone as well. And there's different grades of silicone. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. You want one? Yeah, so reborns.com has them in your price range. Just look them up over there. They are 100% certified authentic dolls. I highly recommend that you buy authentic when it comes to these reborn dolls. It's hurting our industry that the knockoffs are out there. Wait, could you show us the nails closer? How do you make the nails? I didn't reborn this doll, but I will show you the nails. Here's her one nail there. Got moons, little nail tips. I personally, I have a way of doing the nails. I'm not going to quite explain it here. I will show, that's a video for the members. I do teach the tutorials on how I do make reborn dolls. Julia, you are not wrong. Yes, you are correct. Silicone dolls are very heavy. Very, very heavy. There was a person that had a toddler size silicone doll. It was like 44 pounds. No way. That would totally break my back. That's just too heavy for me. But I don't have money, so I can't. You could save money. Just start saving little by little. It adds up. So say you go babysitting and you make 25 bucks. Put it away for your reborn doll fund. Don't spend it. Put it away for your doll fund. And then if you babysit again, or if you do something else, or if you get birthday money, you get Christmas money, save that up. It all adds up. Let me tell you, it adds up fast. And before you know it, you'll have enough money for whatever, reborn you like to have. And there's all kinds on reborns.com. Wow, that's interesting. Do you create the molds or make them as well? Talent has artists are really quite exceptional. Congratulate. Thank you. I do not mold them. I do not sculpt them. This sculpt is from Laura Lee Eagles, and she sculpts the clay. They are sculpted in clay first, and then they're molded with, I don't know exactly how the process works, but it's something where it's like a wax mold. Somehow the clay sculpt becomes a wax mold, and then it's sent off to the factory, and then the factory makes a master mold, and then depending on if it's a limited edition, she's a limited edition. I think she's sold out already. So that's another thing. People like collecting things that are limited edition. So she is a sold out limited edition, if I'm correct. I think her kit is sold out already. Thank you. Thank you, Naomi. Yeah, they are meant to look real because we just love the real look of a real newborn baby. Thank you. I love you. Oh, thank you. Thanks for loving the Reborn dolls. We appreciate you loving the Reborn dolls. It's not synthetic. It is real hair, but it is a animal. It's alpaca hair. It mimics human newborn hair, infant hair. So it's alpaca. Very, very soft. Very soft. So, all right, you guys had some really wonderful, wonderful, wonderful questions. And thank you to all who have come in here and made comments and loved on my dolls. Even the trolls too. We know the trolls that come in here and say some nasty stuff. We only know that you come in here to say those things because you like the dolls, or else you wouldn't have said anything and put me out there in the algorithm. So for that, thank you, trolls. Thank you so much. So yeah, I'm going to let you go. It is an hour and 16 minutes. I do appreciate you spending that time with me. If you spent that whole time with me, thank you. Your time is very, very precious, but you decided to spend a whole hour and 16 minutes with me. For that, I thank you. And for those who are just scrolling in, I am Jen Lan of Creative Newborns. I've been making dolls just like these for 21 years. I am going to get going here. We are in Cleveland, Ohio. And yeah, maybe we'll have a dolly meetup sometime. So I'll keep you posted if that ever comes to be or not. So yeah. Thank you to the new subscribers. I see you. Thank you so much for subscribing. We're going to have many, many more fun videos. If you have a video idea in mind, please post it in the comments on down below. And for those who are watching the replay gang, thank you so much for watching the replay video. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section on below. If you'd like to send me a message, it'll be in the description, my email. You can send me a message there if you have any further questions that you'd like to private message me about. So I think I got out the whole spiel there. So I'm going to get going. I got to go to bed because I'm a third shifter. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. We might be back on live tomorrow while I'm painting. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see how I feel and what's going on. And if I ever get to the painting table, because it's so busy. Thank you again for the 109 likes. I appreciate you. And we'll see you in the next video. Happy reborning